You ever see a player lose it so suddenly that the whole bench freezes? That was Brandon Ingram, one of the league's calmest stars, snapping in frustration and accidentally hitting a Toronto Raptors staffer with a water bottle. In a league where every emotion gets magnified, that split-second toss became the most viral NBA clip of the night. Fans couldn't believe it. Players looked stunned, and now the league might be quietly reviewing everything behind the scenes. So what really happened in Philly that made Ingram boil over? Thursday night, the Raptors were facing the 76ers in Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey was scorching the floor. Toronto was trying to stretch a 4-game win streak, and Ingram was doing what he usually does, staying composed, locked in. Then came the third quarter. Ingram got whistled for a foul on Trendon Watford. You could see the frustration instantly. He didn't like the call and looked to be limping a bit after the play, the kind of moment every player dreads. He sat on the bench, towel on his shoulders, shaking his head. The frustration simmered until it exploded. Ingram grabbed a water bottle and slammed it down beside him, only it bounced hard. It ricocheted straight into a Toronto Raptors staffer's face, splashing water all over the bench. For a split second, time froze. Players turned. Coaches stared. The crowd gasped. Ingram didn't move. No argument, no apology, just that blank, I messed up stare. The staffer was okay, but the image was unforgettable. The calmest guy in New Orleans suddenly at the center of an NBA viral moment. Within minutes, the clip hit Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Some fans defended him. He didn't mean it. You can see it in his face. Others weren't as kind. You can't just throw things on the bench. Accident or not, that's unacceptable. NBA Twitter turned it into memes instantly. Slow-mo replays, dramatic music, the caption, the splash heard around the league. And while it might have looked small, fans know how serious this kind of thing can be. The NBA's disciplinary team reviews every incident involving player conduct towards staff, even if it's accidental. Surprisingly, the refs didn't call anything. No tech, no ejection, no warning. Ingram finished the game with 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, shooting 7 for 17. Solid numbers, but the frustration was written all over his body language. The Raptors eventually lost 130-120, ending their win streak. RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley dropped 22 each, while Tyrese Maxey lit it up with 31 points and 7 assists. Still, nobody was talking about the box score. Every conversation, every headline circled back to the bottle. Neither the Raptors nor the NBA released an official statement, but you can bet the NBA is reviewing the tape. Whenever there's any physical contact involving a staffer or official, the NBA investigates, intent or not. It might not lead to a suspension, but a fine or formal warning is almost certain. In today's era of viral accountability, every action is amplified, especially when it involves a player's temper boiling over.
Brandon Ingram isn't known for this. He's the quiet, composed scorer, the guy who lets his game do the talking, which is why fans were stunned. He's been through injuries, trade rumors, and playoff heartbreak without losing his cool. Yet in Philly, one bad whistle and a small limp cracked that calm exterior. And that's what made it resonate. Not because it was malicious, but because it was human. You could almost feel that buildup of frustration, that moment where a player's emotions finally slip out, and this time, it just bounced the wrong way. Let's be real. NBA players live under constant pressure. They play 82 games, travel nonstop, get dissected online every night. When you mix fatigue, pain, and a few bad calls, even the calmest players can snap. Ingram's toss wasn't about aggression, it was burnout meeting frustration. And maybe that's why this moment hit so hard. It wasn't just about a bottle, it was about the mental strain that every athlete carries but rarely shows. For the New Orleans Pelicans, this comes at a tricky time. Between injuries and chemistry questions with Zion Williamson, the team's already under the microscope. Now, this viral incident adds another headline, and the Pelicans know they need Ingram focused. Expect the front office to handle it quietly, probably with a keep your composure talk and a reminder that leadership means staying calm even when it hurts. Because for New Orleans, Ingram isn't just another scorer, he's their emotional compass. The most likely outcome? A small fine, maybe $10K to $25K, and a private warning from the league. But the real story isn't the punishment, it's how Ingram bounces back. Every camera will be on him next game. Every reporter will watch his body language. Fans will be asking, will he keep his cool? Will this be forgotten or follow him the rest of the season? Moments like these define a player's narrative, and Ingram has the skill and reputation to flip the script quickly. At its core, this wasn't an act of malice. It was a reminder that even professionals, even the calmest stars, can have a human moment. But in the NBA, a second of anger lasts forever on video. Ingram's reaction will live online for years, slowed down, analyzed, replayed. Yet, it's also a chance for growth, a reminder that controlling emotions is part of the job, because one small action, a bounce, a ricochet, can shift public perception overnight. In a season filled with highlight dunks and game winners, it's ironic that one of the biggest viral NBA moments came from a spilled water bottle. Brandon Ingram didn't lash out at a player or ref. He had a human lapse that turned into a viral storm. And while it might sting now, it doesn't define him. If anything, this will be a wake-up call to channel that frustration back into the game, not the bench, because passion is what fuels greatness. But in the NBA spotlight, even a splash can make waves.